stupid mute mic. I'm not doing my intro again. Welcome back to Yakuza 3. So, anyway. Last time, I finished up the Coliseum. Annoying as hell. But now, we have a few sub-stories to finish up. We have this one that I forgot about in Ryuku. The 7 Mysteries, the last one. And we have Murder at Cafe Alps they have to do. And then we can go and I can go and do the hostesses. So let's get this done. Come to think of it, I remember hearing something about somebody forced into paying for car damages in Hachimi.
Hey.
Hold it right there, dude. I saw you damage my car. And don't give me that who me bullshit. If I damage your car, then where's the damage? Take a good look. It's all dented up right there. Jeez, look how bad that is. That's gonna cost a fortune. Now get your ass over to the office so we can talk about this. Here, I'll even walk ya. Ain't I a stand-up guy? Not even close, man. So how much is it gonna cost to fix up the sheet of metal on that car? Well, it'll have to be buffed out from the inside, plus the cost of a fresh new coat of paint. I'll figure it come out to about, 2 million yen. Just a ballpark figure. That's ridiculous. That's a high-end sports car you fucked up there, pal. Didn't you hear? The entire body's gonna have to be redone just to make it look half decent. You sure know an awful lot about car repairs, don't you? Shut up. You should be happy we're willing to sell this out of court for a measly 2 mil. Now, 2 mil is a fairly hefty sum, and I imagine you can't pay it all right away. How about this? For now, you can just sign an agreement that says you'll pay for the car repairs, whatever their final cost may be. And who knows, maybe it'll end up being cheaper than we thought, maybe even around 10,000 or so. What do you say? Are you kidding me? I'm not signing anything. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. But I'm afraid we can't let you leave this office without signing. After we're through with you, you'll practically be begging to sign that paper, whether in ink or in blood. You know, I tried to mod my weapon last night, but that definitely wasn't going to work. I need more materials, it seems. Oh, an umbrella. Hold up, how's this work? Oh, I see. Just like the old days. Man, he's just standing there. What happens if I grab this? Oh, it's just a TV. We already know what's gonna happen with that. Can't say much difference gonna happen. Whoa. Now he's stuck. Fairly simple. Where the hell did you find this freaking lunatic? So, you pretend that people dent your car in order to pressure them into paying up, and then have them sign a phony agreement in order to seal the deal, right? That's basically our entire scheme, so yes. Then you better stop with this nonsense right now, or else you're the one who's gonna need the dents buffed out of you. Yes, sir. I'm really sorry about all this. We'll be out of your hair immediately. Oh, and please take this. I hope we can put all this behind us and go our separate ways. Azure Gem, huh? $8,000 experience. What's the Azure Gem? Probably sells for a hefty amount. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to Kamurocho, and then we need to go and visit the forest, I think. Right? Oh no, I actually have to go to Camarocho and go to Bantam. I got my nice, good, delicioso tea. Yeah, I was watching back the stuff for the Coliseum, and man, that really pissed me off. I was just looking at that, I'm like, okay. The Coliseum in the first game I don't even think was that hard. All I know so far is with all the footage I have, Yakuza 3 so far is the longest Yakuza game. To me at least. I haven't played 4 and 5, I played 4 and 5, but that's the thing. I didn't do everything in 4, and I didn't complete 4. I didn't do everything in 5, I only got to I only got the Saijima's part in 5. And remember, these are like on the PS Now, basically PlayStation 3 versions of them, so I really did nothing. I don't know the story for all that, but I'm definitely interested in seeing the story for those. I remember this heat action in 5 that, oh, it makes me cringe. It's so brutal. I think it's a Kiryu heat action too. Kiryu's not gonna kill you, but he's gonna make you feel some fucking pain. What the? There's really nothing here. Only need 20 more levels and I can get the last of my heat gauge and stuff like that. Alright, so I think it's this guy I need to talk to. Detective Mita of the Camarocho Police. What a surprise, if it isn't the full chairman of the Tojo clan. You know who I am? Hey, you're famous in this town. So what does the full chairman want with me anyway? I want to ask you about Cafe Elf's murder from 6 years ago. Oh, that shitstorm. Yeah, that was my case. Why'd you want to reopen that can of worms now? I'm trying to find out whether Yuichi Akechi really committed that murder or not. What? Are you saying you think he was falsely charged? Not a chance in hell. No. Why not? We aren't stupid, you know. The police don't arrest people without proof. We had plenty of evidence saying Akechi was the murderer. What kind of evidence? We had witness statements. I think that was alibi, that's alibi. Alibis, not alibis. Alibis, witness statements, fingerprints, and a motive. That did it. You've got all that evidence? Could you tell me a little more about it? Sure, I guess. Well, don't just stand there. Have a seat. Let's see what to ask. Tell me about the alibis. As part of our initial investigation, we interviewed everyone who may have been involved in the crime. In the end, the only person without one was Akechi. Nobody else could have murdered Oda. Guess we've got two choices. Either we find Yuichi an alibi, or find a flaw in one of the others. Let's see what to ask. Tell me about witness statements. Somebody witnessed Yuichi Akechi fleeing the scene just after the crime. I heard about that. The waiter. Masaru Kinoshita. Wow, his name literally just has shit in his last name. Kinoshita. He gave a statement saying he saw Akechi. If it was me, I'd probably think Yuji did it too. I wonder how I can refute Kinoshita's statement. Tell me about the motive. Yuji Akechi had plenty of motive to kill the victim, Oda. You mean because Oda was sleeping with Yuji's girlfriend, Sawako Yuzumi? Bingo. And we didn't find anybody else who might have had a reason to kill Oda. So they didn't find anybody else, huh? But what if someone else did have a reason to kill Oda? Let's see what to ask. Tell me about the fingerprints. The deciding factor in Akechi's arrest was his fingerprints. We took and compared fingerprints from each employee with those found on the murder weapon, but the only ones that matched were Akechi's. We concluded that the other prints came from the cafe customers, and so were unrelated. That sounds like pretty conclusive evidence. Was Akechi really the person involved who had fingerprints on the murder weapon? So there you go. Solid evidence. But if you think we made a mistake, I'd sure like to hear it. Not enough to go on right now. Guess I better take a closer look into everything that was going on at the time. Do you know what the cafe staff back then are doing nowadays? Sure, I can tell you that much, but I doubt you'll get anything new from them. Guess my next step is to go visit the people involved. The forest might know something. I should go talk to him. You know, the voice I gave for Kiryu here it's an alright voice. That's like, it's gonna be a little difficult to go from this voice to the one I'm gonna try and do for Saijima, which is gonna be a bit deeper and not as calm as I try for Kiryu sometimes. And like, for Akiyama and Tenemura in the 4th game, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Woo! After I get that next thing for my heat, it's all going into hell. Probably not having a lot of health is the reason that the freaking Coliseum sucks so much. Because those guys were just annoying. Oof. Done trying to grab my drink and my wrist, I just hear a pop. A pop and a snap. If I am correct, hopefully, tomorrow for me, I will have Yakuza 3 done, and then I can get back to Trails of Cold Steel 4 and all that. That's if the, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That's if the Hostess side stories aren't going to take too long to do. Whoa! Easy there. No, that's not right. Aha. I don't know, have we seen one that did that before? I don't remember seeing a heat action that was like that. I feel like we had to, though. Move it. How I sometimes wish Yakuza 3 had a fast... How I wish any of the Yakuza games had a fast travel in it. Or that Kiryu actually ran. I should ask the forest about the Alps murder.
You.
Hey, Kiryu. I hear you're looking into the Cafe Alps murder. Huh. How'd you hear about that? Don't underestimate my information network. I know everything that goes on in this town. I guess you do. So, do you know anything about the murder? I have police reports in my database. What do you do with them? What do you want to know? Let's ask about the murder weapon. Tell me about the murder weapon. The same type of ashtray we found all over the cafe, but there was one significant difference between those and the murder weapon. Oh yeah? What was that? The weaponized ashtray had a chipped edge. Do you know how that happened? The day of the murder, a customer knocked the ashtray off the table onto the floor, chipping it. Akechi noticed it while he was cleaning up at closing time and decided to bring it out to the dumpster to throw it away. That's when he passed by the walk room and saw his girlfriend cheating. So there's no doubt Akechi touched the murder weapon that day. Nope. Normally, the ashtray would have been washed and all the fingerprints would have disappeared. But Akechi noticed that that particular ashtray had been chipped, so instead of washing it, he decided to throw it away. And by that twist of fate, everyone who touched it that day still had their prints all over it. So all the fingerprints on the murder weapon were made the day of the murder, huh? I have the police reports in my database. What do you want to do with it? Tell me about the fingerprints on the ashtray. These are all the prints taken from the ashtray. The prints outlined in red match Akechi's. This is apparently the evidence that led directly to his arrest. What about the other fingerprints? Well, one thing's for sure. None of them match the prints of any of the other employees at Cafe Helps at the time. They're thought to be from customers who visited the cafe that day, probably 2 or 3 people. Then one of this... hiccups, I did eat. Then one of these sets of prints must be from the real murderer. It's certainly possible. So the real murderer's prints could be on the ashtray. Huh. You should be able to get more information from the people related to the case. If you haven't talked to all of them yet, you better do that. Thanks. You've been a big help. I owe you one. So now we need to go to Mockbowl. We need to go speak to the girlfriend. We have a lot of people to talk to. This is gonna be a long quest. Might be a 40-minute episode, or... I mean, yeah, maybe. Depends. This could be a 2-part thing. I'm kinda hoping this side quest gives me a lot of XP to get the last, heat ability. Which is the soul bar. The soul. The soul. Put my heart and soul into it. So we gotta run on down to Mockbowl. Oh no, that's always got that police tape there. It's like, when do I get to go down? Never? Okay. Get off the phone. Let's get in there.
やめて。
Also, she's the best one to talk about this unless she ran out of the room when it happened. She'd be the best one to talk about what happened. She must have held her tongue for too long and this guy got arrested. So she can tell us exactly what happened, basically. Unless she left the room. Let's see. What to ask. Tell me about the person seen fleeing the scene. I don't know anything about that. I left the cafe before Yuchi did, so I don't know how he left. Okay, so she left when it started. Weren't there... Huh. Sounds like I would ask for more details, but let's see. You were there when Akechi confronted Oda, weren't you? Yeah, I mean, I was the reason they fought, so of course I was there. What happened after that? Did you see Akechi kill Oda? I took off, so don't ask me. Took off? What do you mean? Do you have any idea what it feels like to have your significant other walk in on you when you're with someone else? Talk about awkward. And it would have been even more awkward if other people started coming in to see what the fuss was all about. So I ran out the back door. What did you do after you left the cafe? I went home, but Yuchi followed me. We spent the night arguing about breaking up. Of course, I never imagined he already killed Oda-san. So you're saying you didn't see Akechi kill Oda? That's right. And I told the police that too. So nobody actually saw Akechi kill Oda. Huh. Better test him. See what to ask. Any idea why somebody would kill Oda? Are you trying to be funny? No, I mean, besides your relationship with Oda. Did he do anything to make anybody else mad? I don't know. The police would have known if he had any loans out or anything like that, right? I wasn't particularly close to him, really. We just ended up hooking up that night. I see. Maybe Akechi really did kill Oda after seeing him with Uzumi. Let's see. They didn't find your fingerprints on the murder weapon, right? Right. They only found Yuchi's. We constantly replaced the customer's ashtray with green ones, but Yuchi must have only been the only one to touch that one. I guess he was just unlucky. Yuchi took good care of the customers and replaced their ashtrays often. I think he must have noticed that one was chipped. I think I've asked everything I can ask. Are we through here? I'm supposed to be working. Right. Sorry. Thanks for the help. Okay, so now I go to Paponamachi. I love how you can hear people bowl, but no one's bowling. Like, no one's doing anything. Nothing at all. Not a single thing is going on. You can still hear it. I need to try and remember where Paponamachi is. Obviously on Namachi Street. Yeah, down there. Okay. Don't see me. Nope, we're not doing it, man. I'm getting bored of random encounters now. It's all become tedious. Ah, shit. Ow, 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 ow. Nope. God, stop blocking forever. There's that. Let's go. Wait, wrong way. I keep getting turned around. Hold up. Are you kidding me? Why are you over here? This place is too cramped. Ah, what? Come here. Well, okay. How about this? What the? How did it? What? I don't know how I even got to him there. Ow! Badass, move it. You got the bear. Got the. Ow! Let's stop. Let's stop. Let me pick up the weapon and hit you with it. If you want to be a douchebag about it, I got. What the? I can't even do any heat actions in here. Okay. I'm debating whether or not to take that. Really, man? Get that freaking mark across your face. Freaking learn to punch. Yeah, thanks for paying me back the right way. Well, wait, can't I just go through the alley? Wait, but this isn't the shop. Wait, how did I get turned around? Dang it, it's up there. No, don't turn around. Excuse me, I'm here to ask questions. I assume it's you. Are you Aussie, former employee of Cafe Alps? Yeah? Who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I want to ask you about the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago. Oh, that. So what do you want to know? Let's see. You were at the cafe at the time of the murder, weren't you?
Oh.
Yeah? I think I was closing the register. It was after we closed for the night. So you didn't go anywhere near the murder scene?